it's been really successful, Destiny has. At the same time, you've taken a lot of flack for the game already. In retrospect, are you happy with the game, with what you achieved?
Yeah, I mean, we're really happy with what we achieved with the game. You know, we have players are playing so much. You know, we have over 3 million people coming back to play every single day. They're averaging over 3 hours of gameplay, which is so much more than we ever expected to get out of. We have players play. When you have that much passion, you put that much time into it, I think you expect people to find things to complain about. Yeah.
Okay. There's been rumors that the game was originally having a much broader scope, that you kind of like cut away pieces of the story. There were people who said they were part of focus group testing where there was a much more elaborate story. The Traveler was supposed to be some sort of villain that was to be revealed later. All that. I'm pretty sure you kind of like heard about it at least.
Yep.
Is that anything? Can you comment on that? Was it cut in any way? Was that supposed to be a bigger chunk of Destiny at first?
Well, I think I can say fairly for all of the games I've worked on, certainly all of the Halo games Bungie ever built and Destiny, we have so many versions of the story, so many ideas for what the characters are and what they mean and what the fiction is as you're building the game. And yeah, there were many stories written for Destiny, and in the end, we shipped with the story that we believed matched the game and our ability to deliver it.
Mm-hmm. But to me, it ends rather abruptly. But it is this is what you wanted it to be from the get-go.
Well, as I said, it changed. The story changed so often throughout it. I think there are, we're doing even now with this. We have a DLC coming out, The Dark Below, in December, on December 9th, and like we're going to tell story in a new way in that one. You're going to put a new character in the tower. She's a survivor. She has a rich backstory. She's going to be your narrator and driver through this chunk of fiction. And I think internally we had lots of conversations and arguments about what the best way to tell stories in Destiny was going to be, and we're still going to keep working on it and evolving it over time. Okay.
And also, my major gripe with the game would be mission design. You kind of like go there, your ghost does something, fight waves of enemies, move on and repeat.
Yes.
Would you at least agree that that is probably not the standard that Bungie usually aspires to?
There definitely variety in mission design, game interaction in the world are core things that even in this next, you'll see in the DLC, but are things that we're working on, moving forward with. I mean, Destiny it's a big game, it's a huge challenge, putting it online, delivering it with characters that you bring across all the activities, launching on 4 platforms, bringing the game to the PlayStation was a huge thing for us. That, I mean, in 2000 was the last time Bungie shipped a PlayStation game. And so yeah, there are a lot of things we already know we need to work on, that we continue to work on in Destiny, and we will for years to come. Okay,
can you explain how that happens? When you look at it and you think like, well, those guys are Bungie, they should know that that was not kind of like a good idea to structure it the same way all over.
Well, I think depending on what ends up shipping, I mean, you build so many things for a game. I know for a movie too, that end up on the cutting room floor as you're coming in to launch. The things that made it to launch, the pieces that are there. I think there are a lot of similarities in a bunch of the missions that more variety would be better, and certainly there'll be more variety going forward.
Okay. I think I read a statement, I think it was from you, where you said that you wish you had more time. Am I attributing that correctly?
Well, I mean, I wish I could make time. I don't know if more time. I mean, Destiny ended up, people are playing it, they're loving it, it's successful, and the main thing with a game is it's really hard to tell what the right thing to do is, what to keep, what to throw out, where to focus your improvement until you have people playing. And Destiny is such a big game and a broad game. When you look at the difference between the beginning of the game and getting up into light levels, into the high 20s, playing the raid, we really need a large number of people to play the game for a long time before it's really fair to say like what we should focus on. And so in the end, I think more time for Destiny before we launched it wouldn't have been the right thing. I think getting it out and getting real feedback from the fans so that we can keep moving the game in the right direction was the right thing to do.
Okay. But do you really need the fans to tell you that they don't want to do the same thing over and over again?
You know, it's still a question of, there are many cases. I think the loot cave is a great example of a large number of the fans being very, very happy to spend hours doing exactly the same thing in exactly the same spot. So I think repetition in and of itself is not necessarily, you know, a diminishment of fun.
Okay, so but are you saying yes, we are happy with the quality there, and this is what you can expect going forward?
I think I'd say for Destiny, for every game I've ever shipped, you always want the quality to be higher. I think it's fair to say that there are enough fans where the mission design doesn't meet their positive expectations, that we'll focus on that. We will address that. There will be, you know, based on the feedback of the fans, we will make changes and evolve the game over time.